Alright, hello there ladies and gentlemen, Moletrap here, coming at you with another StarCraft 2 commentary. Yes, it's been a while, it's been a long while actually, since I have made just a normal solo commentary here on my YouTube channel. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm not going to make any excuses for why I haven't. I'm just going to go ahead and start them up again. So here we go. This game should be very exciting. This was a very high rated replay on Gosu Gamer's replay site, and this is gonna be great because this is none other than oGs Top, former GSL silver medalist, and he's gonna be playing against this player right here named Ares, who according to Gosu Gamers is Startail Bomber. Yes, so we're gonna have Bomber versus Top. These are two of the best players to ever play the game of StarCraft 2, and they're gonna be facing off in a TVT here on Tal Darim Altar. I cannot wait to see what this game is like. Cannot wait to see what happens. So first of all, if you guys aren't too familiar, we haven't seen these guys in the GSL too much lately. We've seen, of course, Bomber and Code A and all that. Top, he's been playing well as well. I mean, basically, we haven't seen them making a big splash lately, is guess what I'm getting at. Anyway, but so I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about these guys. First of all, Top is a monster of macro. He is so good at macro. It is disgusting. Well, I guess if macro disgusts you, but he's very good at macro. I mean, that's one of the reasons why he was able to succeed in Code A, is because he basically had better macro than anyone else in Code A at the time when he was playing. So we're looking forward to see what he's got going for him, and of course, Bomber also is going to be very good at macro. You know, they probably got about even macro actually. I'm not sure who would have the better macro as a matter of fact, but they're both extremely good at it. But Top, point being, very good macro play, and that tends to be what carries him in a lot of games. So he's going to have his work cut out for him playing against Bomber. Oh, he's going for the command center after the barracks, and the SCV barely gets away with 5 hit points. Oh, is he going to track it down? Is he going to track it down? Ah, it's so close to death. Oh, he toes away at the last second. Okay, he does send another SCV to repair that one, so a little bit, so it's not going to die. That was close, though. That was close. And it looks like both players doing basically the same thing, going for that one barracks into a command center afterwards. So that we're going to see a macro game. Not surprising here on Tal Darim Altar at all. And yeah, so we're going to see what these guys do. Actually, wait a second. Wait, that barracks is behind. Okay, never mind. He actually went command center first. I'm completely tripping. I apologize. I think oGs Top still went one racks into command center, because his command center is behind. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, but he did go for command center first. Very risky build. And there's a Marine coming in trying to punish this. Command center is still not done, actually. And look at this. Top is building a bunker next to the command center. He really doesn't want that command center to complete. It does complete, so he can actually lift it off and get it a little bit out of danger now that it's completed. But this is a really nice move by oGs Top, because now instead of being able to really make use of the fact that he's gotten his command center earlier, Top is actually going to be able to turn his into orbital at about the same time. Yeah, see, this is going to be an orbital just a second. No, he wanted to get out more Marines instead. But then he's going to orbital that pretty soon. And anyway, point being, Tops is already becoming an orbital, and it's already in position. So a little bit risky by Bomber, and he's gonna be kind of punished for it. So now look at this, got this bunker over here with a couple Marines in it. It's not a ton, but, and look at this Bomber, he just doesn't have any idea what's going on right now. He hasn't even scouted the base. Oh, there we go, there's the SCV coming around from the back to try and scout what's going on. Very smart move by Bomber there. He's gonna try and see what's going on, and he's gonna find out that oops, lost control of my mouse for a second there. He's gonna find out that Top actually isn't doing anything too crazy. He's just expanded as well, and so that's going to change things up. Now he's like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to just recycle this bunker and move out now, because he wasn't sure if there was some kind of a push coming that he needed to be worried about. That's why he built this bunker. But in fact, this little bunker has been worth so much. I mean, he just put 2 Marines in it. It's been very, very cost effective. This little bunker here, which, well, Bomber could actually just go out and kill if he wanted to, has kept him from getting his expansion for a long time. Now, of course, if we look at the unit tab, they're both just a little bit over full saturation in their main, so it's not that big a deal. And Bomber hasn't really lost too much mining as a result, because, well, I mean, he kind of has, but anyway, point being, it's not as if this is later on when they've got 40 SCVs, and that would make more of a difference. So, but I'm really surprised Bomber's not just taking out this bunker. He could do it pretty easily with the amount of Marines he has right now, and so I'm a little surprised by that. Top is just macroing up Marines as well. Take a look back in his base. He's taking his gases. He's going ahead and researching some stim packs. Got the factory going as well. And finally, Bomber, I missed it, I apologize, but finally Bomber cleared that out. Actually, it looks like he probably just salvaged that bunker and ran away is probably what happened there. And so Bomber now moving out with a good chunk of Marines here. He does have 15 Marines, but here's the thing, Top has 16 because he's been mining just as much as Bomber has. And Bomber's finally going to be able to take his expansion. So Top taking a little bit of a lead here early on, but we're going to see if we can actually make use of it. Bomber moving across the map with these Marines, going for a little bit of a push. This is a little bit of a mistake. I'm not sure what he actually hopes to accomplish here with these Marines. I mean, I guess he was hoping to catch Top teching up and not having any units, whereas Top actually did have a lot of Marines out here. And the Marine count is actually definitely in his favor now. Combat Shields is about to finish for Bomber. Stim is moments from finishing for Top. This could be very, very bad for Bomber. He thinks he's going for a little bit of a timing attack here. And here he is going up the ramp. Stim is just finished. He's going to stim down the ramp, and he's going to absolutely annihilate Bomber's Marines with that stim. He's have to force fall back, but another stim, and he stims in. Takes a lot of damage from his own units there, actually, with that stim. But was able to hold that off pretty well. And at the end of the day, 13 Marines to 6. That is the power of that stim. Could have gone a lot worse if Bomber did not have combat shields just before that engagement as well. So that was just such a close timing. If things had gone a little bit differently, if Bomber had gotten combat shields 5 seconds earlier, he would have done so much better in that battle. But Stim finished at the exact moment that Bomber was trying to move up that ramp. And so, anyway, look at this Bomber. He's sending some of his Marines back into the back here because after you win a battle like that, it's a good time to go for a drop when your opponent is kind of off guard. When they're feeling a little bit scared and what have you, and the medevacs are about to pop out. He might know that. Actually, let's go ahead and check to see if he knew what was in the base. Yes, he knew there was a starport being built, so he knew that there was probably a drop on the way. But in fact, nope, Top's just going ahead and grouping up his units here at the watchtower, and this could actually be bad in the reverse, because then Bomber, if his units are back here when an attack comes here, that could be very, very bad. He'd be caught with only part of his army being able to defend. Here is a single drop is actually going in after all. And where is that drop going? It is going into the back. The Marines are there. They are waiting. There's a turret almost completed there. Is he going to go in after all? The turret completes at the exact right moment. The medevac goes in and oh, he pops it. Not a single Marine gets out of that medevac alive, but at the same time he's stimmed in the front as if he's barely get to that bunker in time and repair. Wow. Beautiful idea. Beautiful planning. Beautiful everything by Top, but Bomber barely holds off that attack by some just absolute just beautiful timing. Just I mean, wow. I'm trying to describe, like, it wasn't his timing, like, exactly, like, he did it perfectly, but things just worked out really well for him as a coincidence that the turret finished at the exact perfect moment, and the SCVs were able to get to that bunker at the exact perfect moment as well to repair it. And so now, at the end of the day, Bomber, well, not the end of the day, this is just the beginning of the day, Bomber has a little bit of a lead after all, and he's going to go ahead and use that lead to break down these rocks and try and take a third a little bit faster. And what is this doing? He's just checking for, oh, he's going to build a little turret over there just in case drops come in. That's a good thing to do. I like this. Putting a couple turrets around his base. These are likely drop locations. You know, usually you'll see drops come in through the bottom, or they send them all the way around the top and coming from the top. So these turrets will actually do a really good job of stopping that. Now here's, this is a little bit precarious here. Siege tanks, perfect, stimming in one Marine. It's going to take that shot, and now Bomber knows he does not want to go up that ramp because he knows that there's a lot of stuff on the top of the ramp. That siege move, oh man, that was a really smart move, sending that single Marine up there. Both players about even in everything except, look at this, we do have a lot more SCVs in play for oGs Top. He's getting his third base. He's knocking down the rocks now. Both players, actually, he knocked down the rocks while he was building that, I guess. Didn't want to wait for it, but whoa, Bomber's gone all the way around the side here. He is going up to the main ramp while Top's army is stuck at this watchtower. Top, I think sees it. He finally sees it with this Marine taking this watchtower, and he's falling back now, but Bomber has taken a nice position here. Now, of course, he is on the low ground, so Top could theoretically take control of that spot. Yes, that's exactly what he's doing. A stim in. He's trying to chase this army while siege mode is down. Going in from the bottom as well. And Bomber's forces are going to get completely annihilated. The siege tanks unsieged at the back. They finally siege up. They're going to get off a couple volleys and do some decent damage to the Marine count. But again, at the end of this battle, this has been such a back and forth game. At the end of the battle, Top coming out with all of his siege tanks and Bomber losing a couple of his. So that was a devastating loss for Bomber. He is now stuck at 30 supply behind almost from Top, so this is a really bad spot for him to be in. Of course, he does have siege mode, and he does have this base coming over here, turning into an orbital. Orbital's already been placed for Top at this location, so Top is just ahead in so many respects right now. Here he comes in, though. He doesn't want to get into that. Whoa! Whoa, that was close. That was close. Top, he scanned a little bit too late to find those siege tanks there. And that could have been a lot worse. He needs to actually get an SCV out there to repair those tanks or something like that. Instead, he's moving around the top through the middle of the map. There's those medevacs that were moving all the way around the map that got caught in that last battle. And he's going to take up position underneath this expansion with his siege tanks. Beautiful positioning by Top. He does still have the advantage. So he's going to be able to shell from the low ground here. Medevacs are going to immediately. Bomber just pulls his SCVs and lifts his command center. He knows he can't hold that right now. Bomber getting further and further and further behind. This is not looking good at all for Bomber. He's going to try and move around. He stims in, but nope, forced to fall back. Top knows he's there. He can't quite stim into that location there, but Bomber is going to go ahead and is he going to counterattack? Counterattack would not be a good idea. Top already has more siege tanks back here. So it looks like what he's going to do is send his bio army around. This is so dangerous. Oh, he's going to try and cut things off? No, Top knows where he is because of this guy taking that watchtower again. Beautiful watchtower coverage by Top. And now these Marines might be caught in the open. They stim to get away. But this Marines come in and the siege tanks are on the high ground. Top doesn't know the siege tanks are there. He runs his Marines in the first volley. The siege tank fire. He then falls back though. It doesn't take too much damage. He needs to be very careful. He needs to wait a minute for those medevacs to heal up all of those units. Otherwise, he could take one more volley of siege tank fire and lose so much. And Bomber has barely held this off, and he's going to have to come back here and clear up these last few Marines that are stopping him from mining, though. That was just so risky by Bomber in a couple different parts, but he was able to pull it off after all, and he needs to actually stop moving his army for a minute so that he can heal up all of those Marines. There he is. Oh, no, he needs to siege up. Nope, Top not in the best position. Oh, he thought an attack was coming, so he stimmed in. Stimmed his entire army again, though. He still has the medevac energy to do that for the moment, but it's going to get pretty hard for him to do that. Top is now coming down the middle here. Oh, no, he's unsieged. He is unsieged. Top can take advantage of this situation. Bomber needs to go back over there immediately. Okay, he does send his Marines over there, and Top just falls back. Doesn't want to get into too big of an engagement. He knows he's ahead. He just wants to stay ahead and not lose anything. Oh, but these tanks, they cannot see over here. Well, they can actually see the watchtower. So, oh, now he sees his entire army of Bomber over here. What is Top going to do? Is he going to turn around and try and face this? He is going to go for a counterattack. He's attacking up Bomber's main ramp. Bomber only has a couple siege tanks back there to deal with it. Bomber attacking up the ramp of Top at the same time. Marines can stim, but they're so clumped up. They're getting squished into a tiny little ball. The siege tank's doing so much damage to the Marines clumped into a small space. Top invading the natural expansion of Bomber at the same time. Both players are completely annihilated the defenses, and it's turning into a base trade situation. And Top is in the production facilities of Bomber. He just has to camp there. Bomber in the production facilities of Top as well. It is definitely turning into a base trade situation here. The tank's doing as much damage as they possibly can on both sides. And wow, what is Top doing? Top is bringing his tanks down here. I don't know why he is doing that. Bomber has already lifted this to move it away to another location. I'm not sure why Top has moved his tanks down here. That was a little bit strange. I guess he was hoping to take out what economy was left of Bomber, but in the meantime, Bomber was able to come back a little bit. Both players just completely annihilating the bases of each other. This is ridiculous. Command centers floating everywhere all around the map. Couple last barracks over here. The depots are still intact over here, but he left some Marines to take behind to take care of the depots. Is he going to get this plus armor or weapons? Oh, no, the weapons does not get completed. The plus, I believe, 2 tank weapons. Yeah, that would have been, no, that would have been plus 1 tank weapons, actually. And actually, I haven't checked their upgrades in a while. Nope, no upgrades for bomber or where's tops? Tops tank. Oh, these were top tanks. All right, so 0-0 for both players. Anyway, so bomber now has control of the ramp, and oh, is top gonna try and retake his main base? No, he's just gonna hold place out here and use, I guess this is his new main over here in the top right. Bomber has floated all of his barracks over here to the top left. Top is making another command center in the top left. Bomber has floated his third from down here over to the natural expansion of top. And actually, it would do him a lot of good to just come over and clean up these last 3 Marines, because then he would keep all of these depots. Those Marines actually need to be slacking off a little bit less. And Bomber, with a nice setup here, is actually going to take control of this location. Oh, so close to death. 1 hit point on that tank. It's a corporal tank. You could have taken out a corporal tank with 1 shot. Bomber now coming up around the side here. Oh, needs to be very careful, though. Those siege tanks are in really good position. They're close enough that they can actually see that area of the watchtower, barely. He gets too close to it. Wow, this is absolutely nuts. Check out the upgrades. 2-2 for top, and we do have 2-2 for bomber as well. So they're both completely even in upgrades. This barracks, he's floating his barracks all over the map. Actually, I'm not sure what he's looking for and why he's not doing some more mining over here. He's got, well, never mind. He's been scanning maybe, so. He didn't have the mule. Now, at the end of the day, this is actually a lot better for top. Look at this. Top has a command center here. He's got 1 here. He's got 1 here. And he's got 1 here. And this is an orbital he should land and start mining with. And just as I said that, there we go. Bomber has this one. That is it. That is the only command center Bomber was able to save and all of that. And he didn't have a lot of extra money lying around because top was maxed. So he was starting to save up money. So when things hit the fan, Bomber, top was able to just make a lot of, oh, that's kind of funny. Medevacs going over here, flew over that trade turret. Single Marine taking out those depots. Again, these 3 Marines over here are continuing to take out more depots. Just cleaning that up. Very interesting situation here. So we've had a base trade, and now we've got both players trying to basically be refugees. Unfortunately, Bomber took the almost empty expansion base of Top's old main base, and Top has taken fresh, juicy, unspoiled bases around the map, but he's not mining with them. I don't know why he's not mining with any of them. He's just been, I don't know what he's been doing, to be honest with you. I mean, maybe he was supply blocked. Had to build these depots before he could start building SCVs. That might be what happened there. Now, here's the other thing is Bomber actually kept his barracks, so he's actually continuing to build units, or he was until he lost these depots over here. He's going to have to start making more depots now. But, did I miss a battle? Where did all of his Marines go? I'm sorry if I missed a battle, but I could have sworn that Bomber had more Marines at some point. Hold on a second. Alright, I actually paused and checked there for a second there, and by the way, Banshees are in play. I'm sorry I missed a few things while I was trying to assess the situation. Here we go, Top actually pushing into Bomber's new little base here, and the Banshee doing tons of damage. The Marines are all in medevacs going across the side of the map, so they are not here to defend. That is where they went. I missed them loading up in those medevacs and going for a drop, and Bomber is forced again to lift up and run away. And he does have these medevacs, though. They have dropped over here and are killing off that. No, these are the Marines from here have come over and done that. The drop is coming over here, though, and oh, he cannot scan because he's not landed. He lands, scans, takes out the Banshee, and Bomber is just trying to kill as much as possible by being all over the map. Meanwhile, Top is trying to fall back and gain a position where he can actually fight from. Here, I'm sorry, again, I missed this starport over here. I should have the production tab up. I'm sorry. I figured nothing was being produced while they were both didn't have a base, but I apologize for that. I know you guys love your production tab. I forget to put it up oftentimes. I apologize. Anyway, point being, though, he was making Banshees over here and getting cloaked. That was a very smart move in this kind of a situation. And Bomber's going to try and come over here and retake his third into his old base. And these Marines are still over here doing nothing. There's a few reactors they could kill, although you might as well leave them because, well, he might be able to use them instead at some point. Who knows in this game? Oh, he's going to take one of the command centers out. He is going to be able to get that burning, And is he going to get it over here in time, though? Oh, is he going to repair it? It's down to 65 hit points. Those tanks are not sieged up. He cannot drop on those. He's going to drop single tanks to try and kill that SCV, to try and make sure it burns down. Is it going to burn down? The one SCV is repairing a tank instead. The mule is underneath. It is repairing that command center. Oh, barely. He should have dropped another Marine on that, I think, to try and stop it from repairing, because it was at 30 hit points, I believe. Could have easily burnt down very quickly. That would have been a very good thing for him to do, because now if he can land that second command center, he can start building up more stuff. That's supply too, by the way. You know, command centers give you supply also, so very important. Now Bomber, he started mining back over here. He's against supply block because he lost all of his depots, so he just has this one group. Let's take an assessment here of what each player has. Bomber has 3 medevacs and 26 Marines, so he's definitely got the Marines down pat. 6 Marines only 6 Marines for top, so definitely an advantage there for Bomber. In fact, where are those other, here's the other 3 Marines. They're running over, and is he gonna catch them? Never mind, 3 Marines for top, so only tanks out for Bomber. Now that means, though, if Bomber could get a Banshee out, then he would be in such good shape. He could just rule the day with that Banshee. But top is not supply blocked anymore, and he is starting to mine. He's building more depots over here so he can continue to mine, continue to get SCVs. Look at this. Bomber just fanning out all across the map, trying to kill whatever he can, trying to get this medevac. He knows it's there. He's trying to corner it. And, oh, it ran all the way up to this corner. Is he going to get it with these? Oh, he's going to get him. Oh, he stims. They're all in the red. Oh, they're all in the red. He can trap it. He can trap it. Ah. Oh. Too much stimming, though. And he ends up not getting that medevac after all. Wow, a Viking out now. Very, very smart for top to get that Viking, because, again, a single Banshee from Bomber could have done so much damage. Basically could have ended the game, won the game for him. And anyway, so that is nuts. Look at all those Marines. They stimmed so much, but they're going to be able to heal up pretty quickly here with all those medevacs. 3 medevacs there in play. So anyway, very smart to get that Viking out. And wow, this has turned into a crazy situation. Both players are going to have to come back. That would be even crazier, actually, if it turned into like a real game, because you know what? Neither player can really attack each other, because if these siege tanks unsiege to go attack, they'll get chewed up by the stim Marines. If the Marines attack while you siege, they obviously won't be able to do anything. So both players are just building up, getting their supply going, and we have a game again. Both players starting almost from scratch. Top starting with a little less scratch than Bomber, of course, because he was able to get the second orbital going. But this is absolutely insane. Look at this. Bomber has just his production buildings just randomly landed in the middle of the map, wherever they happen to be, when he decided he needed them again. And, oh, there's Banshee. Oh, flies right into that group of Marines. They were not expecting that to be there, I guess. Bomber building a starport over here and a tech lab on this barracks. He's probably going to switch that over and indeed try and get some Banshees out. Now that he's no longer supply blocked, he is mining over here. He doesn't have a ton of... well, he's got about 700 gas, so you can actually get Cloak and a couple Banshees without having to actually mine gas, and that's exactly what he's going to try and do. Now, question is, I mean, there's 2 orbitals, and he has that Viking out, which is still, I hear, pelting away at this factory over here. Land the factory. Oh, he chased it off. Oh, but he's going to get his starport. He's going to stim in here and get the starport as quickly as possible. There's nothing he can do about it. That starport is going down. Actually, oh, the tank fire did hit those Marines. Oh, he should have stayed a little bit on that starport. Now he's going to repair it. He needed to stop him from getting Vikings, basically, so that he could have something for this Banshee. And yeah, Cloak and Banshee going right now. Starport is going to survive after all. That is the second time that a crucial building has been almost burnt down, and he's barely managed to save it. So I guess it's a good thing he had these siege tanks up here. He anticipated something coming in from here. But wow, so Bomber not able to get that starport. He's going to be able to make another tech lab on it, actually. Curious. I guess he wants to make more Banshees. I thought I saw one earlier. He did make it. Oh yeah, that's right. It flew right over the Marines and died immediately. So there is that random medevac running around. Not sure what this medevac is up to. It really wants to die. Oh, it's a distraction. Oh, he thinks it's a drop. And that medevac is actually empty. And Bomber needs to be a little bit worried, though. I mean, if that one wasn't empty, he could have lost his whole economy again. Could have been really bad. Again, just stimming and stimming, trying to chase down this medevac. He might actually get it this time. Nowhere to run this time, medevac. It goes down, and wow. So now things have stabilized here. We've got everything you can see on the minimap. Everything blue has been coordinated together in one location now. Bomber is still all over the map. He's got random barracks all over the place. He's got this base mining. Still not mining gas at this location, but he's just been getting his economy going as much as possible. Not dropping mules right now because he wants to save up for scans in case there's a Banshee. And there went a scan right now. Does he have another... Doesn't have another command center, no. So I'm not sure what happened there. But we do have 2 Banshees coming in. Cloak has been finished upgrading. They're going to be able to come in here and possibly do some significant damage. There are 2 orbitals, but he currently only has 1 scan about to be ready to go. If he drops a mule at that scan... Okay, no mule is happening just yet, but here we go. The 2 Banshees are ready to go in the side. Are they going to go in for an attack? They could take out some significant forces. I'm surprised he doesn't have his Marines nearby to maybe be there if necessary, but Banshees can do a lot of damage. He really needs to do some damage too, because look at this, 28 SCVs to 16, which means Top has full saturation. He's mining gas off of 2 refineries. One of them only has one guy in it, but that's fine. Whereas Bomber, he's just mining most of his minerals and doesn't have gas. He's finally taking that gas now. And he only has the 1 orbital. So Bomber is way behind in economy, and it shows in the supply differential growing in Top's favor. He comes in with it. Oh, what? This is very strange for Bomber to be camping his Banshees right here. He's going straight for the tanks, though. Instead of going for the SCVs, he's trying to whittle down those tanks because he has a superior, well, he had a superior Marine count. He still does, actually. He's been making more Marines during this time. This Banshee's not doing anything. He needs to do something with those Banshees. And, well, he does take out another tank. This Banshee's going to decloak. That one's going to get scanned. A little bit of strange control by Bomber, to be honest with you. Oh, that's Top's Banshee. Never mind. That's why it wasn't doing anything. Duh. Sorry about that. Oh, that Banshee got popped. Now, the tank count has been severely reduced, though. He hasn't been making any more tanks. He had 10, and now he only has 5. Still not quite low enough for Bomber to be able to stim in with his superior Marine count and do the damage he needs to win the game. So with those 5 tanks, he's still in good shape. I like this. He's going to leave a couple tanks behind. Actually, he may have forgotten about those tanks, to be honest. But he's going to leave a couple tanks behind to make sure he doesn't get countered. And he's going to move across the map with his 3 tanks. Now, if Bomber can catch him unsieged... Oh, Bomber's made another tank of his own also. They're going to meet in the middle of the map here. Bomber sees it coming. Bomber can get the better position if he wants to. He's going to siege up. He's going to stim in. Top forced to fall back. If he goes into those tank line, though... Oh, he does get a volley of tank fire on his Marines. He falls back out of the tank fire and continues to attack. He's going to stop there for now. And, wow, Bomber only with the 1 siege tank in this battle, just using it to full effect. Oh, a nice volley, though. A shot of siege tank fire lands in Top's Marines, and Bomber just has way too many Marines. He stims in for the kill. Is he going to be able to finish it off? He does go back in with the last couple of Marines and is able to finish off one of those tanks. So we are down to a very close game now. Top is still ahead, though. 3 tanks and 15 Marines to 2 tanks and 12 Marines. Top has an extra medevac in play as well. And again, he's got the better economy going right now with more SCVs and extra mules. So this is not looking good for Bomber. Bomber has built another command center, though. He's just turned it into an orbital right now. And he's probably going to maybe land it over here and take this base. And that could give him the edge. Whereas Top has not been trying to take anything. I'm surprised he actually hasn't moved this command center, this orbital, to, say, here. Well, there you go. Well, now he does. Top reading my mind. Somehow from the past, and he's going to go ahead and transfer SCVs over there. So very smart. Bomber, it would be time for you to move this command center as well, this orbital, to a better location. This is turned into a crazy game. Oh, is he going to land it? Oh, he was coming over to scout if he took this. So he is going to scout that base has been taken, and that means that, well, he might be rollable at this other location, actually. Barracks flying through just to see what's going on. A little strange to be wasting that barracks. He is making some more units now. So he can actually make use of these extra barracks. This one's going to land and just be, I guess, annoying, I guess, to be there. And, oh, goodness, Top is running his whole force. No, okay, for a second it looked like he was running his whole force up there to deal with the barracks, but instead he's having to come back here and fight on his base, and Bomber taking a hugely advantageous position right on top of Top's new production facility line. And wow, he is all up in there destroying the barracks, destroying the factory. And again though, Top going for the counter instead of trying to defend. Bomber has a lot more Marines over here. It looks like they've stimmed, but Top has a medevac here. The medevacs may go down. Just too many Marines coming in for Top now. And Bomber is going into the main supply line here. All of his Marines are red. All of Top's Marines are red. There's not enough medevacs to go around, but Bomber is forced to evacuate his main base. So is Top, but Top's SCVs are trapped. Actually, Bomber's SCVs are trapped too. I don't know why he didn't load them. You can actually load SCVs into orbitals. Something that people don't use very often, actually. But both players, again, forced to run all of their buildings away. For the second or third time this game, both players forced to run their buildings away. Now, oh, this could be huge. This could be huge. This is the last orbital of Top. Now, Top does actually have enough money for another orbital if he wants to, but that will severely set him back. Oh, yes, this is definitely going to, well, maybe going to go down. The Marines of Top coming in. Why did, oh, they stimmed in, but then they fell back again. Oh, because of these, okay. That would be a good reason why. Those siege tanks could have easily just obliterated the remains of his army. So the last orbital of Top goes down, and Top's about to be revealed, actually. He's going again for that counter, though. Bomber has this base floating in the corner. It's in a spot where, well, actually, I guess if he floated down here, it would be out of range. So that wouldn't be too big of a deal. Bomber had another command center as well. Oh, he's floated it over here again. And Top never finished off those SCVs. Bomber, I don't think he ever finished off. Wait a minute. There are some SCVs on the map for Top. Okay, so that is happening. But yeah, Top is now getting revealed. And so Bomber's going to know, oh, wait. No, never mind. Here's the command center. Oh, rebuilt their base, no longer being revealed. Okay, so now here's the thing. Bomber, though, he doesn't know where that is. He does not know where that command center is. Okay, so that is crucial. Oh, medevac saving that those tanks from the Banshees. This is crazy. Bomber's relocated to this spot over here. He's starting to mine again. This is getting insane. But Top is trying to rebuild in the back of Bomber's old main. There's only a couple minerals left here. And, oh, that orbital has to get out of the way. Now, here's the thing. Is Top going to realize that this is not Bomber's last base? He's going to look around for it eventually, but look at this. Bomber, he mined a little bit, and now he's relocating because he knows that he's in a little bit of danger. Again, going back to the unit tab, 19 Marines to 18 Marines, 2 tanks to 3 tanks, but Top has that crucial Banshee, so that could change things a lot too. The SCV's running, not sure where exactly they're going actually. Maybe is this landing somewhere? Yes, he's going to try and land it at this old third of Top's, and he's going to try and land at his old third as well, even though this is almost mined out. And oh, he's going to get caught by these SCVs. Top knows where it is now. Is he going to turn back and try and deal with that? No, he's more concerned about trying to isolate Bomber's bases. This is insane. And look at this. Top is actually, he made this command center specifically so he can float it to the back of the map just in case. He's not even going to try and mine with it. Scan goes off to see if Top had taken that base. And, oh, never mind. He is going to try and land it, and he's going to see it with this orbital. Meanwhile, both players' last remnants of their armies are gathering over here. Bomber is already sieged up, so he has the better position. But he's got a little bit less forces is the thing. So this is going to be so close. Scan goes off. He sees it. Oh, he was trying to creep just within range. But he does get the scan off in order to see these. The Marines are going to take a little bit of damage as well. Bomber knows this base is over here. He saw it with his own orbital in the corner there. Bomber luckily has an extra orbital that he can try and mine with while he's using this one just kind of be the insurance policy. He's actually going to run it over here. He's going to land it. Not so he can mine there, but probably just so he can drop extra mules here. This is getting insane. This has been insane. Both players at 44 supply. Wow. Both players almost even now. Now, here's the thing. Bomber is starting to drop mules. Top does not have the ability to make he doesn't have a barracks anymore, actually. Top has lost every building but his command center. He's going in there. Oh no, Bomber might be able to finish things off right here. He stims and he gets a second tank. One tank left for both players. SCV's coming off the line. The tank of Bomber is dead. This is very, very bad. Bomber is forced to lift up and retreat again. He could take out this army. The tank is on siege. If he goes in now with his SCVs, he can take that out. But no, he's going to fall back again and just float this command center away and let all these brand new depots, brand new shiny depots are going to get killed off. And Top, just barely having that extra tank in play, was able to win the day. And Bomber was decided to retreat. He didn't want to risk it all on one final attack. Where are these SCVs going? That is the question. That's really strange. I'm really curious where they're going. Are they... I guess they're going to go over here and mine here. Look at this. The mules mined out the last of the minerals there. Oh, that SCV died quickly. Yeah, where are these SCVs going, I wonder? Are they going to distance mine from somewhere? He might just be keeping them safe, keeping them out of the way. Although at this point, with things this close, he might want to keep them with his army. He might need them to buffer against a tank shot if he's going to do that. And okay, so Bomber is going to move this orbital up to here and try and mine from this location. Top has relocated again. Remember, Top was down here. He expanded here. Then he was down here in Bomber's main, sort of. And he was up here. Then he was up here. And then he was over here for a long time. And now he's back in Bomber's third. But hey, guess what? There's no minerals there. So he's going to actually move back up to Bomber's natural. Bomber has moved up to this base. This is ridiculous. These players are going all over the place all the time. Oh, he still has a factory. Bomber can make a tech lab and actually start producing tanks over here if he wanted to. But this is scary. Top is now moving around the map with these SCVs. Bomber, where's your army? Bomber, where is your army? You need your army to defend your base, but instead he's going to get this base. Look at this, he's forced to lift, but here's the crucial thing. He's going to lose all of those SCVs. No, he's going to lose them SCVs. And now Top is going to have a lot of SCVs, and Bomber's going to have none. No SCVs on the map. Bomber still has 2 orbitals, though, floating around, so he's actually going to be in okay shape, comparatively, since a lot of SCVs, but he's going to have less mules. But is Bomber going to trap? Oh, man. See, Bomber needed to keep his army, whole army together. When things are that close, you need to fight with your SCVs and Marines together, basically, because you just don't have any other army. But look at this. Bomber, oh, he had 2 SCVs over here building depots in the corner. Is he going to make a tank, maybe? Oh, actually, no. He doesn't have any money. He's run out of that gas stash that he had by making some Banshees and tanks, what have you. Wow. So at least he does have 2 SCVs, but this is so close. He doesn't have enough to build another command center. He's dropping mules up here. So actually, if we look at the income tab, Bomber's got a lot more income at the moment because he's able to drop several mules. And Top actually lost some SCVs in that fight as well. So it's down to 3 SCVs to 9. And that is crazy. Bomber's now relocated up here. This is ridiculous. It's like, you know... It's like playing whack-a-mole, but both players are the moles, where they just keep popping up all over the place. I think almost every base on the map has had a command center at it or near it at some point. At some point, I think Bomber had one up here. Top had one up here and here and here, going around the map here, here, here. Bomber had this one. Both have had this one. Both have had this one. Bomber had this one. Okay, so it's just the couple ones that have the rocks. No, this one had a command center near it too, I think. I'm pretty sure every base on the map has had a command center at or near it at some point. And oh no, the SCVs come in here and found the new base of Bomber. He sees these mules dropping down. Bomber cleaning up some more depots and stuff over here at the same time. Top, it says, oh, your whole army is down there cleaning up inconsequential depots. I'm going to run my SCVs away, and I'm going to go take out your only mining base. Bomber, again, has made the mistake of being too far away, but here's the thing. This command center is in danger. Let's see. He knows that someone's on to him. He's floating out of there again, and he's trapped some SCVs back here, I guess, for some reason. This is not looking good for Bomber, actually. He's just got so little stuff. Again, going back to the unit tab to check what the situation is. Bomber is losing more SCVs. still Top has more. He's got 13 SCVs, just the 6. Again, 2 bases though for Bomber. Where is this one going? Is he going to go up here? Oh, he was hiding from this Marine. He needs to take care of that Marine who was left behind to make sure that Top couldn't take that base. And again, this command center orbital manages to float over there. Bomber still has a barracks over there that was making Marines until he lost his depots up here. So he's continuing to replenish his army, whereas I have not seen Top make any new units in a long time. Probably due to the fact that he didn't have a barracks until recently. And remade this. Look at this. It's got 5 Marines queued up in this one barracks. No supply to actually make them. And does he? Where's his SCVs? He does have a little bit of money. He could make a depot somewhere if he wanted to. Did he? Oh, did he lose? Oh, he did lose his medevac somewhere along the way. So that is bad. That means that stimming is a huge deal, and that means that Bomber actually has a pretty big advantage because Bomber has these 2 medevacs. He's got a replenishable a resource. He's got a resupplying resources. He's got these 2 medevacs. He's got energy, which means he can stim, and Top cannot. Top has this 1 siege tank, though, with 23 kills. The commander siege tank is a huge deal. Bomber stims his whole army up here to kill this depot, I guess. And just to make absolutely sure he's supply blocked, but he might not have been able to afford this. May have been able to afford that stim. Oh, look at this. What is he? Oh, he's trying to catch this orbital before it can lift back up and get away, but he might have left his army trapped. The rest of his army is trapped. He's gonna lose his army here. The SCVs and the Marines are over here. He's got, oh, can he lift it up? He can lift it up. That medevac with 35 hit points gets out, evacuates most of it, and the orbital up top is so close. 11 hit points, 8 hit points, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The SCVs don't get there in time, and Top loses his orbital. Wow. Top just lost his last orbital, and I think that is pretty much it for Top. There is no way Top can win this game because he cannot make another command center, but he's engaging in one final battle here, and Bomber's retreating. He's got this orbital here. He retreats. He flips up the medevacs. Medevacs so close to death again. Bomber is going to lose this orbital for sure, but he's still got this one up here. He's mining a little bit. And, yeah, Top is revealed. He doesn't have any buildings that can float anymore either. Oh, Top is actually just going to get eliminated. No, he has SCVs with him. He can make a depot somewhere once he realizes he's about to lose his last 2 depots. He needs to make a depot somewhere. There he makes a barracks that is actually even better than a depot because he can actually float that barracks and keep it with his army and move around the map. Bomber cannot lose this orbital. It is in danger. He sees this coming, and he's forced to float off into the corner of the map with this orbital as well. He's trying to target it down. Is he going to be able to get it burning? Is he going to be able to get it burning? Oh, it is burning. It is burning. It is burning. It is burning. Now, Bomber, oh my god, it is burning very badly. Now, Bomber, he does have mules. He could drop a mule and repair it. And because of no medevacs, he has to have to go all the way around if he's going to do that. Top stimmed all of his units, though, to try and kill off that command center. Look at this. He's going to land it. He's going to have to drop 2 mules. Chops 3 mules to repair with the last bit of his money. He knows that time is of the essence here. Repair with that mule, Bomber. The units are coming around the side. You need to get that not burning as soon as possible. This could come down to the wire. Bomber, and never mind, Top leaves the game. Not thinking, oh, I didn't even see that actually. Let's check it out real quick here. That last battle happening here. Bomber caught him unawares. He tried to siege up, but Bomber, having made more Marines throughout the course of the game, wow, kills off that last army, and with the mules repairing with his last bit of money, Bomber was able to win the game. Wow. That was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Look at that. An hour of game time, actually. I can't even believe it was that long. It didn't seem like it was that long of a game. Oh, man. And like 40 minutes of that were both players floating around the map. That was the most crazy touch-and-go, tag-your-it, hiding and seeking game I could have imagined. That was ridiculous. But in the end, Bomber barely wins the game. Top GG's and leaves. Wow. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I certainly enjoyed casting that game. That was an amazing, ridiculous game. I'll be doing this more in the future, and I hope you guys continue to enjoy it. See you around. Thanks for watching.